As you are familiar, I would imagine, a little bit with the Panthers roster and the new regime coming in and everything else, what would you say is the number one need for the Panthers going into this draft? A lot of people say wide receiver, but is there someplace else that you're looking at where you're like, the Panthers really need this right here and they don't have it? Nobody's talking about it.
I mean, I do think it's not just receiver, but it's just help for Bryce Young. Like, whatever your investment is in that guy. The reason you don't have the number one pick this year is because you traded it because of the confidence that whoever it was that made that move. Like, that's your investment right now. And so whether it's receiver, whether it's a center, whether it's a tight end, there's a lot of different ways you can help him out that he needs it. And I feel like that has to be the priority. But to your point, there are needs lurking on defense that I think have to be addressed at some point. I think depth and long-term solution, like you said, they brought in some veteran guys to kind of stopgap, but where's the long-term solutions at corner, on the edge, at linebacker, past Shaq Thompson's end of his career maybe, and then at safety, there's at every level of the defense there are guys that can probably suffice for now. But again, you're building something. This regime is clearly building something for the future. And so if you're not making a pick to help Bryce Young in the early rounds, there are definitely a lot of places, which again, we alluded to earlier, guys that can fall. We talked about edge. We talked about corner. Those are places where I think they could invest.